What up, y'all? How's it going? What's the deal?
Hi, Matt. How you doing? A lot of emphasis by some of the players that have been here so far this afternoon talked about the hustle of J.C. Jackson and everybody hustling. That doesn't come by accident. How much emphasis is placed on that in practice and in meetings by the coaching staff to hustle and not give up on any play?
I mean, that's what you do as a football player, and we work on that as practice. You get to the ball and try to rip it out. And, in practice, the backs hate it and stuff, and they be covering it up. But then you see it in the game. And somebody like JC that practices all the time, you see it happen in practice, then it comes reality in the game. And he chases down, got the punch out, and Mills was right there to scoop and stay in bounds. So, you work on that type of stuff in practice. Joe?
Hey, Matt, how are you?
What up?
11 and a half sacks. How much fun are you having both on and off the field here in New England, and why?
I always have fun. I always try to keep it light, keep it cheery. I think that's just who I am. And right now, I'm just producing. And, my teammates hype me up, and, my coaches hype me up. And when they kind of do that and you kind of do that, it's just easier to be around the building. It's easier to be around people like that. So it's all love here. And as far as the fun I'm having, I couldn't, imagine a better year with any better teammates, man. They great.
Matt, can you talk about your first sack, considering that it was the first drive of the game? It gave you guys good field position after you had them 3 and out. I mean, it's only one play in the game, but it was a big game play. It kind of set a tone, didn't it?
First of all, my sack was a coverage sack. If you go back and watch the play, everybody was covered up. So kudos to our linebackers, our safety, our DBs, and right there, we came and they got the ball, defense up first, and we came they was pinned back from our special teams, and then we got a 3 and out. 3 plays off the field and set up our offense in a short field, and they took advantage of that. And so that's just how you like to start the game. And it didn't matter if it was my sack or Wise or High or Chase. It didn't matter, but I just got the credit, and tally up one for me.
Mark Daniels in the front.
Mark.
Hey, Matt. With Mac Jones, I'm sure you guys started to trust him in this past off season, but with each game and as these things start to get tougher, it gets colder, how much does your confidence grow in the rookie?
And Mac, we don't really like him, man. Mac's playing very well, and Mac's confidence in himself is growing. He already had a lot of confidence in himself, and I think his confidence growing in himself, and I think that's the biggest thing. And we just got to be there, to rough him up a little bit, but also to pull him along. If he's not playing well, let him know the defense got his back, and then when he's playing well, let him know the defense still got his back. We're gonna get you the ball. We're gonna get you the ball right back. You're playing amazing. We're trying to get you the ball back. And whatever he does, that's between him, Josh, and the QB coach. I really don't be knowing what they're doing, but it's working for him, and he's balling.
Hey, Matt, there's a play in the third quarter where you chased Ryan Tannehill out of the pocket. You tackled him from behind. It looked like you were about to grab his collar. You adjusted. What's the technique on that play to avoid the horse collar tackle?
Shoot, get him down without horse collaring him. Shoot, it's tough. You're chasing somebody, and he kind of gave me a little hezzy to throw my angle off and try to get the edge. But from behind, it's just a tough tackle. And so I kind of had him, and I let go and got his ankles. And, I'm glad they didn't throw the flag or they didn't see that was a horse collar. So it's a tough play, though. It's a really tough play.
Hey, Matt. The first quarter, after Tennessee made the 4th down conversion, you had a pretty much extended period of discussion with officials on the sideline or close to the sideline. Do you recall what was disagreement between you guys?
Nah, I don't really recall. I was talking to officials a lot. Just I usually just kind of ask them what are they seeing, how they calling it. I got 2 penalties today, and I just put our team behind the 8 ball. One gave them an automatic first down, and then one was on the first down is 1st and 5. That's just bad ball. I don't want to come out here and commit penalties, or I don't want to hurt our defense.
Another question for me is, it looks like your opponents are using all kinds of tactics to trying to stop you. Some are legal, some obviously are illegal, but not getting called all the time. So what's your reaction to that, and what you can do to counter that?
My initial reaction is usually yelling and whining. Just like, come on, man, you don't see. But honestly, it is what it is. If they gotta block me with 2, they gotta block me with however they blocking me, and teams got a game plan on me and focus on me. We have great other rushers. We got other great players on the defense. So if they got to focus on me and what I'm doing, they not focusing on my other teammates. So it is what it is. However I get blocked, and if I get the flag, I don't get the flag, or I just don't want them to go against me. So it is what it is, and I'm gonna continue to go out there and try to be productive.
Mike Reese on the left.
Matthew, what are you seeing from your teammate J.C. Jackson in terms of what makes him an effective corner?
Mr. Picks, man. His Instagram handle is Mr. Picks, man. I have no clue. Never actually played corner. I played safety 1 down in high school, and the ball ran right past me. They took me out. But I don't know. But whatever he's doing is working for him. And JC is a great player. JC is a great player, and all the recognition and whatever he gets, he deserves, because the way he's playing and the way he's getting the ball back, for our defense, our offense, our team, is amazing. So, big shouts out to JC, but I don't know what he be doing, honestly. Chris?
Did you get an explanation on that roughing the passer call?
Yeah, he said I just landed on him. They protect our quarterbacks. They the face of the league and stuff. So it kind of is what it is.
I mean, do you feel like you can do anything different there? Because it looked like on the replay you tried to let up.
I would probably roll next time. Wrap and roll, and just don't land on them. It's a bang call on the field, and you usually, like, even if they see it on the jumbotron, it's a tough flag to pick up, because the game's at a high speed. But good call by him. He protecting quarterbacks.
Matthew, you guys made a different adjustment on Tannehill in the second half. He's 1 up for 8 in the second half, and you just talk about your 4 turnovers as well. Just defensively, the effort you guys did.
Well, first the adjustment was keep him in the pocket, make him make throws, and and contest all the throws, and that's what we did. And then the turnovers, huge turnover by JC. That Mills got back, and then Gottschall punched one out. Then we had a pick in the red zone. If they driving and we need to stop, turnovers are great, and we got 4 of them, and then we got 1 at the end of the game. So we just want the ball back. You got to be greedy, be hungry for the ball, and continue to try to rip fingers off and go after the ball. Joe?
Matt, you were one of the guys that when we talked to weeks back at 2 and 4, had a lot of confidence in this unit. Now, 6 wins later, what's the confidence level like with this group?
It's the same confidence. We didn't change. We won't waver. The same confidence we had as 2 and 4 we have right now. And it don't matter if we win it. We like to win, but it don't matter if it's a tight game or a blowout or anything, our confidence is not going to change, and we won't waver as a team, as a unit, and as players. You know, we coming in this building to work every day, and we are going to continue to get better. And it doesn't matter if we win it. We're going to continue that same hunger.
Hey, Matthew. Over.
Nick, what up?
First off, I want to ask you about the jacket.
Oh, you see me? Hold on. Yeah. Appreciate you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Go ahead. Yeah. Appreciate you, man. Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna tell you where it's from, but you feel me? Brienne be dressing me, so shout out to Brienne. And she got me this, and I put it together, and I look good, obviously. So appreciate you.
Drawing attention. Devon was out here earlier talking about how the rushing yard total the Titans got, obviously not preferable, but hey, he'll take the 13 points given up. What does it mean when the defense goes out there, you do take some hits when like giving up plays, but you look at the scoreboard and go, oh, did a pretty good job?
You know, we want to be great, and we want to be perfect in everything. And, you know, sometimes you get got. And you just got to come back in and watch it and see where the leaks was and fix that and tidy it up. But if you know, they're getting 300, 400 yards on the ground and only 13 points, you don't want to take it because you don't want to give up that many plays on the ground. But, you know, you can live with it once.
Hey, Matt, we know how close this team is, and you guys are really confident right now. Would you consider this a statement win for the Patriots? I mean, you guys were going against the AFC leaders and the Titans, although they were banged up. You guys are playing complimentary football right now, playing well on both sides of the ball. Was this a statement win for you guys?
I think somebody asked me that a couple weeks ago, and the statement, or whatever you want to call it, is we got to come out here and win every game. It's 1 week at a time. So if we don't give up no points and no yards, which probably will never happen, but that game is a statement of itself. And every week we got to have a statement win. So if you want to call it a statement, or if you just want to call it the next game, because that's what we do. We got to take it week by week, and we got to go out there and, because our opponents really not going to care. They're going to be like, our next opponent's going to watch the film and watch what we did, and they're going to be like, oh, man, they beat them by so much. We can't go. Like, that's never going to happen. They're going to game plan, and they're going to practice, and they're going to come out there and try to beat us. So the statement for us is, all right, on to the next week. Appreciate you guys. Hey, you see me. I'm taking all this time, putting this drip on.